Faff.
Welcome back to FPL Faff with Jez, Jack, and Jim. I'm Jez.
I'm Jack.
Jim has
Jim.
lost his mind.
Oh, Jim.
No, he's laughing because
shocker.
he's got 21 points coming off his bench. That's why he's
Oh my
laughing.
god. No, I've had a fucking horrible week.
You are a
Horrible
jammy,
week.
filthy prick. I'm disgusted by you. I'm disgusted by your team.
I mean, so am I, on all accounts, because did I watch like the turnip, which was the Burnley and Newcastle game, was it? And think, but that was actually really entertaining. And I was just like, shit, I fucked it. I've got Pope in goal. And I was like, I watched quite a lot of this game. And then to realise that, Pope wasn't actually playing. To realise that Martinez is actually going to come off my bench with 4 points.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Why did he
That
not
was
play
insane.
Pope?
I actually don't know. I should know.
He's
but I
not
don't
flagged
know.
as injured. I have no information on that. I assume that he was just given a rest.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I'm stoked. Like, that was great. 4 points coming off. I had Antonio.
Actually, I'm lying.
my first
He's now flagged as injured. He's minus 75% shoulder
shit.
injury.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh,
there
That's
you
come
go.
up now, yeah. Yeah, that's dead as fuck. Shit. Mate, I'm on 32 points right now. 32 points.
Yeah,
like,
but just don't. 32 plus 21.
I mean,
Which is actually a
look at-
decent week, mate. Really.
yeah. I mean, should I have captained Dallas? Absolutely. But who would have thought? Who would have thought that? I mean, he should have got a clean sheet as well. That would have been literally like 20
No,
points.
that would have been too much.
Oh my god. 23 points that would have been.
Oh,
God.
that-
So I'm filthy because Dallas was my top scoring player and he didn't play.
no.
Brutal.
He is also on your second sub, right?
He is, and so you know what? DCL was injured, unbeknownst to any of us today,
Yeah.
so he missed the game, and so Dallas would have come on if Jose, that miserable bastard, did not sub on Gareth Bale for 6 minutes, or if Pep, the equally miserable bastard, didn't sub on Gundogan for 12 minutes.
Dude, you saw this happening as well. We knew that Bale was going to come on for 3 minutes. I did say to get rid.
Yeah,
get
and
rid.
I didn't, and I've
But
been
so did
wrecked.
Jack.
But
We both said to get rid. I mean,
He's just way too unpredictable, right? He's one of those where there's a double coming up. I would say whatever happens in the double, that should set the tone. If he starts a couple of games and gets a couple of returns, then he's probably worth hanging on for. If he's starting one out of those two, he's too much money to have in a player that doesn't start every game.
Let me just put it this way. I needed to make a couple of changes because I had Cresswell in my team who's now also injured, and I need to offload some City players because they don't have a fixture in a couple of weeks' time. So I've made a double swap using my bank transfer from last week. As soon as the next game week starts, Gareth Bale is going to leave my side.
I mean, he
I don't
definitely
even-
should have
I-
already.
I don't even want to watch him play. I don't care how he does in the next double game week. I don't care.
Full well, and I can't wait to witness this, that in both games, he's going to play a total of, wait for it, 6 minutes.
oh my god! You know it's true.
I do know it's true, but what do you want me to do? I can't bench him on a double game week.
No,
I just have
you
to have
just
faith.
shouldn't have him in the first
No,
place.
I have to. Yeah, I know I shouldn't, but look, what are you gonna do? Needs
What are
must.
you going to do? I mean, I'm going to quickly run through my shocking team.
Do it.
So Pope was 0 and flagged. Martinez coming in. Lovely. Rudiger with 2. Can't believe it. That should have been a clean sheet. Diaz with 0. He did not play.
You lucky bastard.
And with Diaz coming, because I played a 3-5-2, which was a gym.
It is not a gym.
My smart plan of all along knowing full well that Dallas was going to be a turn-up king, which actually...
Yeah, always put your turn up king in second sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's happened twice now in a row.
You don't deserve anything.
God, it has. I forgot about last week. It's twice in a row.
Yeah.
I literally would have overtaken you by now had you...
No, you wouldn't.
I'm sorry, you're filth. Continue.
17 points coming off my second sub straight into defense, which is, I mean, Matt Target loves getting a buck in. He finished on 0. Like, what the fuck? Fernandez, waste of space, get rid of him. He finished on 2. Excuse me, my throat. I captained Salah with getting 14. As in total 7 points. He was actually, other than ridiculous Dallas with 17, he was like literally my highest scoring player, which is filth when I look at Jack's team.
That's what makes me sick. Yeah. That's what makes me sick because I had four good players in my entire squad. And you're going to finish like 20 points above me this week. It just... Yeah,
I like Gundogan with 1, get to fuck. He's no longer in my team. Jota with 2. I've kept him. I don't know why. Lucas Moura sorted me out with 5. Oh, this is why I'm pissed off as well. In the Leeds game, it wasn't a red card. So for Cooper, so Bamford wouldn't have been taken off. So I would have got more points with Bamford because he would have done more bits. I only got 4 points from Bamford, and then Kane with 2, which was really sad. Yeah, but 21 points coming off the bench. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. So Jack, you've won the league. Congratulations.
Correct,
mate. I dropped the wild card this week. It couldn't have gone much better, to be honest. I'll run it through my team. I had Mendy in goal with 2. Rudiger with 2. Holding with 2 bonus points. We talked about him a few weeks ago. I finally got him in. He's paid dividends on the first game week. Chuffed with that.
Literally
8 points. Delighted. I think
disgusting.
It's one of my favourite ones as well. I pushed hard with my wildcard to get Trent. Managed to get him in. And he comes in with...
I hate you.
It's a third game in a row. He's got 3 bonus points. The guy's a magnet. He is such an important player for Liverpool. I'm delighted he's in my team for the rest of the season. Their fixtures look great. He got 11. A midfield of Jota 2, Bruno 2, Son 7, Lingard 14.
I hate that.
Another beautiful debut performance from him. And Salah, who I captained, got me 14 in total. Harry Kane with a disappointing 2 in a disappointing Spurs performance. And then Kelechi Iheanacho rounding it all off with 13.
Yeah, I'm mad with Iheanacho as well. You actually crushed it, mate. You crushed it.
Mate, it was good. I even had Cody on my bench with 6. So and he was first up. Like, it could have...
I'm not going to lie, I was so happy that he was on your bench. But then I looked at the rest of your team, I was just like, it doesn't matter.
He was probably one of the lowest scorers. Like, Jesus.
That is it. That is it.
Yeah. But, Jez... Tell us about yours, mate, because yours sounded pretty fun as well.
You had a good one, mate.
Look, one word springs to mind.
You have links.
That word is grim.
Dude. You've got Jesse Lingard. That's great.
Look, I do, but I think
you've got Son.
Jesse Lingard's been carrying me for the last 3 weeks since I've got him in, and yet I haven't captained him a single time, and he's been plus 10 every single week. What am I doing? I captained... Anyway, I'll start from back to front. Got Martinez in goal with 4. That's solid. Cresswell played 53 minutes, got booked, and then got injured, so he gives me 0 points. John Stones with 1. Awful. Aspilicueta with 2. I'm very upset that they didn't keep that clean sheet.
Also, Bruno, if they did, who would have been laughing? Jack. No. Jack would have been laughing.
Yes,
you would have been laughing, mate, wouldn't you?
I would have. Yeah, you're spot on. I would have been in hysterics.
Look, I wish that he was laughing because right now I'm crying. Bruno, who had my armband this week, was absent from the Manchester United game. He got 2 points.
Funny. It was such a bad game as well.
It was that was the worst game of the week for me. I'm sorry, it was terrible.
No.
And until Greenwood came on, nothing happened in that game.
No, the worst game is the one that's probably still
Sorry,
playing.
no, you're right.
It's
Everton,
I don't even know what the score is. I bet it's 1-0 to Brighton.
0-0. It's finished 0-0.
That's
terrible.
Seriously, that's the worst game.
Thing is, I called this. I called this on the last pod. I said it was going to be an awful game. I said it was going to be a tie.
That's grim.
Yeah.
Grim. Yeah.
So I had Son with 7. He was one of the few turn-up kings of this week. Lingard with 14. All hail Jesse Lingard. Gundogan annoyingly came on with 1 point because fucking Leeds scored and
Leeds scored how many? They scored 12.
But Pep was like, all right, I guess I better win the game. Pep, you're so many points clear. Just lose the game and let him get some rest. Shut up. Harry Kane with 2 points. Dominic Calvert-Lewin did not play, so Gareth Bale comes off my bench with 1. Leaving a certain someone sitting there with 17 points. And Ollie Watkins, thank God I actually played him this week because I was thinking about benching him. 8 points. So that brings me to a total of 44.
Can you imagine if you second subbed Ollie and third subbed Dallas?
I think I would have necked myself.
Wow. Okay.
Let's move on swiftly from that. So there's a couple of surprising things this week. So apart from the late sort of comeback with Leicester, not that it came to any fruition, but they've been looking pretty average in the last couple of game weeks. I'm not sold on them, and I was thinking about trying to get like Maddison back in. Think about Iheanacho.
They've looked poor. And
if you're doing it, get Iheanacho. He's the most informed Leicester player.
Yeah, I mean he is, but I'm just not convinced that they're going to keep getting the service to him. They've looked bad.
He's the only player I've got him, but he's the only player that I would look at Leicester right now. I was considering Fofana as that defender, but for them to ship 3 goals to West Ham, they're just not looking like a team in third place at the minute, which is
they're not. I think they're on track to finish outside the top 4. If I'm honest,
they've got to turn it around very quick. Yeah, who knows?
So another surprising one, West Brom. Where did this come from? The last few weeks, they've been looking like Manchester City.
Oh God.
West
Brom, they've scored 8 goals in 2 games. Like for a team that just couldn't score goals at all for the whole of the season. I mean, I think that the gap is too big for them. But Allardyce,
yeah, I mean they're still relegated. So why are they playing this well?
Beats me, mate.
But anyway, I mean, worth considering a West Brom player. Who knows?
I think it would be Pereira if anyone. He's a nice price point too.
Yeah,
he got a pen as well.
On the pens. What do we love in FPL?
Pens.
Yes, we do.
Exactly. So with Anthony Martial out for the rest of the season, Edinson Cavani's looking interesting.
He is. He really is, and he's still trying to. I mean, what is he? A little over 8 million, I think.
I think, yeah.
When I was doing my wildcard, I was looking at strikers, and there was 4 really. It was Iheanacho, Kane, Bamford, and Antonio before he got injured. And now, all of us, and Vardy was just a bit too much for me. But like Martial comes into that price where, depending on how they progress in Europe, he's just going to be playing up top for Man United. Like with the service from Bruno, you think that the 2 of them would have a nice little thing going on there.
You mean Cavani?
Sorry, Bruno to Cavani.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What did I say?
So you said Martial, and I was like, well, he's going to struggle to get himself on the pitch.
Yes, he will.
So Cavani's coming in at 7.8. As you said, like there's a couple of injuries up there. There's not that many interesting strikers floating around apart from Harry Kane at the minute, so I'd be looking at him. There's really no competition for that starting spot right now.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Boys, what else did you see during the week?
I can see a lot of things on here that probably I shouldn't say, but Yeah, I don't really care about this week now.
Wow. Okay.
I really
Podcast over.
I've got something to
Honestly.
say for I think there's two midfielders that I think could be interesting.
Are you going to mention the Turn Up King?
I don't think he is. Actually, I'm almost certain he isn't.
You know what I'm like? with
Well, I
my
mean,
Turn Up
the turn up king of this week is a certain defender. Let's be honest.
Correct.
It's gotta
Let's
be.
just say it. Sorry, Jack, but like the
Go
Turn
on.
Up King is. It's got to be Dallas. It has to be Dallas.
It's gotta be.
Like,
It's gotta be.
There's
I took
nobody
him-
else this
It's
week.
gotta be. It's gotta
Come
be. I took
on.
him out on the wild card and living.
I know you took Bamford and Dallas out. And
Look,
And
I would have
Watkins.
rather
And
take him out than have him sitting on the bench.
Watkins.
Yeah,
Yes.
Hey, it was horrendous. Luckily, all the people I brought in actually did all right, but
They did, yeah.
never nice to see that. But
And the
two-
tiny turn up, it has to be Lingard.
it has to be.
It does.
Who is now in my
3
team?
weeks.
Whoa.
Yo, nice. We'll get to that. We can get to the transfers now. The two
Yeah.
players I was going to say that could definitely wants to watch. Depending on how Newcastle go for the rest of the season, Sam Maximin, when he came off the bench, looked incredible for that half an hour. Got a goal and an assist. He's only 5.1, which I couldn't believe. The other one, while Antonio is injured, is Jarrod Bowen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. He is going to be that focal point. He had something different to the West Ham team, and I know you said you were worried about how they were going to score goals, but honestly, at the start of the season, that's how they were scoring goals.
Have both of them been in my team this season? Yes, they have.
They have.
They hadn't done anything though, but now they are. You're right, Jack. They're now
I did-
to show.
I did worry though how West Ham would fare when they've got Declan Rice and Antonio missing, but they look great against Leicester. Leicester were poor, but West Ham did look good.
Yeah. What's your team looking like?
For next
Game week 32.
mate, game week 32. I don't think I've ever been in this position as a manager. There's 14. No, there's
You've got too
13.
much choice.
13 out of my 15 players I would happily start. So I've got Mendy. I've got Mendy against Brighton. He's in goal, and I've got defence of Connor Cody against Sheffield United, Trent against Leeds, and then Reguilon, who's got a double against Everton and Southampton, which are progressively looking like nice fixtures.
Yeah.
Midfield of Lingard against Newcastle, Fernandes against Burnley, and then Salah and Jota against Leeds. Son is also in there with Everton and Southampton. I'm looking very likely to captain Kane, who also has those fixtures. And then Iniacho's got West Brom at home. And then first sub Holding against Fulham and Rudiger against Brighton is my second sub. It's a mental game week. It could go anyway.
You're spoiled.
Spoiled for choice. Yeah.
Oh.
Jez, what about your team?
So I don't like my team nearly as much as Jack's, but I've made 2 transfers this week. Cresswell came immediately out after I saw that he was injured. And I've made one more change, which was John Stones, because he's going to have a blank in 1 week's time.
Yeah.
And I just needed to make that happen. So I've brought in Trent and Nat Phillips because he's dirt cheap. And I have exactly 0.0 in the bank.
You've got Trent in. Wow.
I
What a
have.
waste.
What
a waste.
Against Leeds, I know that Liverpool are probably not going to keep a clean sheet, but he's got to be getting some attacking returns here.
He is so he's crucial. He's so important. I think I'm
Do you know
delighted I've
what's-
got him in.
Do you know what's hilarious? Guess who sat on my second sub again?
Dallas.
Yes.
Do you know, I'm
I'm
playing
on a
him this
roll
week.
now.
Fuck
I
it.
can't not. I'm on a roll. I'm like, he's
Yeah,
staying
okay,
there.
you are an awful human being. This week, I will be playing a team. I will be playing... Oh, God. I think I'm going to be playing a Jez, actually. I'm going to be playing Martinez in goal, Dallas,
What, you
Trent,
playing with 9 men?
and... Shut up. Dallas, Aspilicueta, and Trent at the back. Bruno, Son with my armband this week. Jesse Lingard, Gareth Bale, because I'm an idiot, and Gundogan in the midfield. And Harry Kane and Ollie Watkins up front.
Nice.
I've
No, I
got
think that's
DCL
solid.
sitting on my first sub, and I'm not sure about that.
Who are Villa playing?
Who are Villa playing? Oh, Manchester City.
Oh, man, get DCL in there.
Yeah, but he's been in terrible, terrible form, whereas Ollie Watkins is actually scoring.
That's true. Yeah, he did. Yeah,
It makes
fair.
sense.
I think City are rotating their squad a bit as well. I don't think they're going to play their strongest team. I think he could sneak through. I think
Yeah.
he's more likely against City than DCL is against Tottenham, even though Tottenham are a bit leaky at the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know. I mean, but inevitably, I'm going to leave 14 points on my bench, so it doesn't matter anyway.
Jim, how about you, mate?
So I'm playing 3-5-2 Martinez. I would have played Pope, but obviously he's flagged. Because I feel like Burnley are probably going to keep it. I don't know. Against Man United, I think it's going to be not a great game. So
Why don't you just play Pope and then see if he plays? If he plays, great. If not, then
true. So I could do that, but at the moment Martinez is in there. Rudiger against Brighton, Diaz against Villa. I think he will play, and if he doesn't, then Dallas is coming off my bench again for like a fat 23 points.
he will too.
So I've made 2 changes. I'm about to mention one of my changes. I've already mentioned that I've got Lingard in for Gundogan. I have took Kieran Tierney out because he's not back until the 15th of May, which is there's too many games in that period for me to not have a starting player. And before you both laugh in my face, this guy might be a bit of risk, but he has been starting the last 3 games, I believe, and he's been in bonus in all of them. And it is for Spurs. Can you have a guess?
I'm.
He's a defender. It's Joe Rodon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, fine if you want to pick the worst player in the entire Spurs squad. Absolutely.
He's getting in bonus.
Look,
the games he's
sure.
playing, he's getting in bonus.
See, I don't understand. He's a garbage player in my opinion, but
He's getting bonus, and he's.
Yeah.
I actually don't, and he started throughout the last 3. I don't think that's a
Exactly.
bad move.
yeah,
No.
I mean, look, it makes sense. I mean, FPL is not about who's the best player; it's about who gets the most points.
Yeah. Dude, it sold me when I went in. I was looking at his bonuses. I was just like, he is getting the bonus all the time. I was just like, I'm lapping that up. No one else got him. He's a differential. He's on a double. Why not? He's going to Everton and Southampton.
Yeah,
Both teams
absolutely.
are in shite form at the moment,
Correct.
which really hurts, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've got Rodin. I've kept Fernandez because it's Bruno. It's going to be against Burnley. See how it goes. Salah, Jota, Lucas Moura, who's been solid since I brought him in. Not a complete FPL king, but like a consistent FPL king.
He's been a mid-range FPL king. He's been like a little tiny turn-up every week.
He has. Jesse Lingard, who's got my vice captain. He's against Newcastle away.
Nice.
Bamford and Kane with my captain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good team.
Guys, I feel like I'm going to get wrecked this week, so I'm going differential and captaining Son.
Yeah.
Is that a mistake?
No. I don't think so. It's Son
I think
on a double.
it's Kane for me, but I don't think Son's a bad pick.
I guess I just need the chips to fall my
mean,
way this one week. Like
for
this is it.
differentials, Jez, you know what you have to do.
Yeah.
But he might get touched on the face and stay on the ground for 10 minutes. So just be careful with things like that.
Yeah, that was a mess. But Jez, no, what I'm telling you, what you have to do, and that's Captain Bale.
Oh my god, that's the surest differential.
Yeah. Look, we always talk about this. There's good differentials and there's bad differentials. I'm not even sure if I want to start Bale, to be quite honest.
Oh god,
then it would have all been for nothing.
Right? No. Look, he's going to start. You're right. He's going to play 6 minutes between the 2 games. Hopefully, that's 3 minutes in each, and he gets 2 points. That's all I can hope for at this point.
Yeah.
Faff.
Faff.
Jack, do you want to take us through the transfers in and out this week?
Yeah, let's do it. So there's a fair few injuries in this list and a few players that have bad fixtures or out of form or in some cases rotation. And that is the top guy, Ilkay Gundogan, number one on the transfer out list. There are people shipping him out. I think he's going to go down in value. If it's not tonight, it's tomorrow.
He definitely is. He's going to be 5.2 by the time I get him out. And he's, I think, currently 5.9.
He is, yeah. So it'll be 5.8 at some point this week.
Yeah.
Time to go. Like he blanks the next week, and then I mean the fixture. I mean, City are fixture proof, aren't they? But they've got Villa away, then they got Palace away, which is fairly easy. Then they got Chelsea at home. So the next until the middle of May, I won't go near City, to be honest. It's way too unpredictable. And then you've got number 2 is Mikel Antonio, who's obviously injured.
Unsurprising.
He's a great player when he's fit, though. I might look at him when he comes back. Creswell is number 3. Smart to get him out, Jez, when you did.
Yeah, he's definitely going to drop value this week.
For sure. Calvert-Lewin is number 4. I think he's back by the weekend. I think it was precautionary.
I do hope that he is. He's going to stay in my side. I'm playing the long game here. Like, even if he sits on the bench a couple of weeks and comes back, they do have a double fixture in hand.
It's worth noting as well, Everton were poor without Calvert-Lewin, so they're going to be itching to get him back as soon as they can.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Rafinha, who's been in this list quite a few weeks now. He's still 5.6. And when Leeds fixtures turn, he's probably someone to look back at, getting him in.
I think that's surprising considering the result on the weekend. Like, Leeds are actually playing pretty well.
They're playing great.
I wouldn't be getting rid of Rafinha if I had him right now.
Their next 2 fixtures are Liverpool and United.
I get that, but like, I think Liverpool will concede. I think United will concede. And look, who's on the free kicks and who's doing all the bits?
It's Rafinha. The only thing I'd say with Rafinha is that we'll get to top 10 in a minute for top 10 transfers in, but there's a few candidates around the same price tag that you could probably replace him with. So I can
Sure.
just about understand that.
I think probably the biggest one is people are looking at Jay Lings and making that change.
Yeah, exactly. Number 6, it's not surprising, Gareth Bale.
Yeah. Jack, you have read out 5 of the 6 names on that, and they're in my team.
Oh, that's so horrible. I was very close to getting number 7 in. I'm glad I didn't. Pedro Neto is number 7.
I'm
injured.
I'm so upset you didn't do him. I was just like, yeah, do Neto.
I know. You can thank me for that. I told you to stay the fuck away from him.
You did. I was getting turned by the fixtures, but I looked at him. If in my head, if Wolves are doing anything, he's probably their most likely man. But
he's still quality, but
he's not.
He is quality, but
yeah,
Wolves are not doing anything.
He's also out for the season now, so we'll forget about that one pretty quick. What number's this? Number 8 is Kevin De Bruyne.
Yeah, surprisingly didn't start on the weekend, came on and got some owners 1 point. So I think that's a bit of an angry reaction.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 9 is Jack Grealish. Will he ever come back? Who knows? I think he's missed like 10 games now. Something like that in league and cup. And their fixtures are poor, so he's not exciting.
Not interesting.
And number 10 is Riyad Mahrez.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose that's just like ahead of next week. They're about to blank, but
yeah,
he's been one of City's more consistently picked players this year and more consistently turned up players this year.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
I mean, obviously he didn't play at the weekend.
Not when I
but-
brought him in my team.
Well, I mean, absolutely not. Like my history with Mahrez as well is like
when we both captained
I'll bring him in. He'll get 1 point and play 3 minutes, and then I'll get rid of him and he'll score a
You
hat trick.
ruined me that week. It would have been fine if you didn't do it.
He's just technically he's so reliable. I think Guardiola likes him a lot as well.
He does.
He'll be playing in the Champions League. There's no doubt. He's one of those players that you keep him there. He'll do a few tricks. He'll keep the ball. Great player. So he's number 10. Number 1 on the top. Well, there's 3 actually. There's 3 overwhelming transfers in. Unsurprisingly, number 1, 3 double digits in a row. Jesse Lingard.
Yeah.
He is rocketing up in value, and the number of teams that are selecting 25% of teams. I thought it'd be more than that, to be honest.
Look, you got to take into account people who've just stopped playing the game or whatever.
True.
But honestly, if you don't have Jesse Lingard at the moment, you're dropping places.
Yeah, he's got to be in there. Number 2, again, storming up in transfers in is Iniacho.
Yep.
Who's looking good, 5.9. Heung-min Son is number 3 after his
Double
goal.
game week. Very smart.
Double game week. Totally makes sense. Number 4 is Stuart Dallas.
Oh.
After his huge haul. The midfielder. Oh, that's so
That is bandwagon.
Completely.
He'll get 1 point this week, guaranteed.
Yeah, I reckon so. Mason Mount is number 5. Mason Mount just keeps doing stuff.
Yeah, do you know what? We actually didn't talk about him on this week's pod, and that's something that I thought about because I watched that game and he was brilliant.
I mean,
I know I've been saying that he's not an FPL turn-up king for the last few weeks, but I may have to say that I was wrong.
I mean, Pulisic is one that we should definitely be looking out for because he was quality with his finishing, and so was Kai. Actually, he had a great game.
Yeah, I mean, Kai Havertz last 5 or 6 weeks, he's looked switched on. I think next season, watch out. I'm still not going to go near him this season.
Oh, yeah, no, neither me. But for next season, I think we all had a feeling, didn't we? It was just a matter of time for him. Like he is so good. He's now got used to the league. Number 6 is Harry Kane, so he should be in everyone's team this week. Number 7 is Jota. Despite his blank, a lot of managers still get him in.
We do have leads this week, and there's going to be goals there, I think. So
there'll be goals for sure. Where are we? Number 8 is Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Hey, there we go. Now we're speaking my language.
Did you get him in for 7.3 or 7.4, Jez?
7.4, sadly.
Oh, rough. That was hard. Yeah. Number 9 is Salah, who is looking great. Again, he's exactly where you want him, in the box, scoring goals.
I'm going to slightly disagree. I thought that he was pretty average on the weekend. He happened to just be there for a deflection off the keeper's gloves. He did not play a good game.
What does he have to do to win this Liverpool fan in you?
I'm mad because I don't have him. As a Liverpool fan, I'm glad that he was there, but let's not kid ourselves and say that he was fantastic because he just wasn't.
Yeah.
He was in the box, and that's what strikers should do. Every now and then, one will just land there for you.
Yeah, for sure. And number 10 is Alexander Lacazette.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Worth mentioning, Jim, number 11 is Pulisic, as you just... so he's just outside there.
If I didn't already bring Lings in, I would be looking at him.
Completely.
He's just that little bit more expensive. That's a hard one to justify for me, unless I'm doing a straight swap for Gareth Bale, which... Who knows? Maybe I will.
It's also not like he's getting 90 minutes week in, week out.
No.
But he has got 3 goals in 2. So
yeah, I think if he continues to play well, he'll continue to play. And as we're only 6-7 weeks out from the end of the season, it's probably worth taking a punt.
Yeah, 100%.
Faff.
Right, Jez, fixtures.
Fixtures. First up this week, and the first of a double game week for Spurs. It's Everton Spurs.
3-0.
Incorrect, Jack.
I think this will be close. To be honest, I think this will be a tight game. The only thing I worry about Everton is that their squad is depleted. They just don't have. If Everton had their first team out, I think it's an Everton win. But they've got so many injuries, I can't see it. My head says 1-1, but I think Tottenham are going to nick it, and it's going to be 2-1 Tottenham.
I actually agree with that, sadly.
I agree with that as well. I think it's going to be 2-1 Spurs. Yep. Newcastle, West Ham.
I just can't see West Ham losing.
No, I can't.
Well, do you know what? Newcastle are so desperate. I think I'm not saying they'll win, but I think they'll really give it everything. You've got St. Maximin coming back in. I think he will start the weekend.
Do you know what? Actually, yeah. I'm going to say 2-1 to Newcastle.
Wow.
I'm going to go 2-2 in this one.
I'm going to give it to West Ham. I feel like they're really building momentum. I'm going to go 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah, I mean, look, it makes sense. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
Oh, God. Here it is.
Yes, it is. No, it is. It really is. I'm trying to have a look.
It definitely is.
No.
Wolves Sheffield is the turnip of this week.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got 1-0 at most.
This is 1-0 Wolves, and it's probably going to be exactly the same as the Wolves Fulham game. It's going to be a 90th minute goal from Traore, and no one's going to remember it next week. 1-0 Wolves.
Yeah.
Guys, is this the game that Brewster gets his goal?
Oh God.
No.
Yes. The only thing is, it's in the wrong net. It's in the wrong net. It's going to be an own goal. He's going to go back and defend a corner. It skims off his head. Top corner. Their season's over.
It would have been the best finish he's ever done.
Yeah. Harsh. Yeah, I don't think that will happen. I'm going to go 1-0 Wolves, though.
I agree. 1-0 Wolves.
Yep.
All right. Arsenal, Fulham.
Comfortable 2-0 win, Arsenal.
I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal.
No, you know what? I don't think Fulham are scoring. I've been really sticking up for Fulham for quite a few weeks, and I'm done now. They're garbage and they're going down. Newcastle have just won a game. Goodbye, Fulham. You're done. 3-0 Arsenal. Lacazette is going to get a hat-trick.
Nice. It was 3-0 in the first game of the season as well.
Was it?
It was.
There you go.
I think it was a Aubameyang hat-trick.
Not going to happen this time.
No.
Manchester United, Burnley.
Oh.
I think, seriously, this has got at most 2-0 to Man United.
Yeah, I agree. I think 2-0 United. I don't think this is going to be a runaway result for them. I'll go 2-0.
I'm gonna differ a little bit here. I'm gonna say.
You're going to say 1-0.
I'm gonna say 2-2, which is unusual for a Burnley game.
Burnley are not getting to.
The reason I say that is, out of all people, Vidra is playing well recently. He's getting some goals. Well. Chris Wood's been playing well.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be 2-2.
Yeah, do you know what it'll be? It'll be 2-0 to Burnley by half time. and then, Man United will probably then scrape it 3-2, knowing them. So.
Oh, God, I hope they don't. I hope Burnley absolutely dick them, to be honest. But anyway, Leeds, Liverpool. I think this is going to be the most interesting game to watch of the week.
This is 2-1 Leeds.
Wow.
Get out.
Correct. No, 2-1 Leeds. Like, no question.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dallas and Bamford, yet again.
I see both teams scoring in this. I think Leeds are going to bag. But it's what we've seen from them all season. I think they'll score, but they'll concede even more. For that reason, I'm going to go 3-1 Liverpool.
No way. Liverpool aren't scoring that many.
Yes, they are.
No.
3-2 Liverpool. It's happening. Chelsea, Brighton.
I think Brighton are going to get wrecked, considering they've done really well against Everton. But I mean, it was an awful game to watch. I think at least run of the mill 2-0 Chelsea.
Brighton just
Agreed.
can't score goals, can they?
They just can't score.
They're a fine team. You know, they defend all right, but they just can't score goals. And I'm sorry, Chelsea will score goals against them. I think there's going to be 2-0 Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, 2-0, run of the mill. I think it'll be they'll play each other well. Like Brighton can play football, but they just can't. They can't finish it off. I'm gonna go 2-0.
Yep. Spurs, Southampton. It's worth mentioning Southampton's form is dreadful at the moment.
Yeah, shocking. As is Spurs' though. I mean, it's not great.
It is, but like Spurs have Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, who, I mean, look, they'll get a goal even when they're playing terrible.
I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham.
2-0 Spurs.
I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham as well. Yeah. Aston Villa, Manchester City.
Nothing special here. 2-0.
I'm going to say... it's going to be 2-0 City. Yeah.
I think Villa will score, and largely because I think Manchester City are going to play their B team again. I think it's going to be 2-1 City. Leicester, West Brom.
So this is going to probably be a really good game to watch. And West Brom are going to absolutely bring it.
I think West Brom's going to win this game.
Does that make me crazy? I think this is 2-2.
I think West Brom are going to fancy this. I think they're going to turn up at the King Power and they're going to go all out to win. But I just can't. I'm never surprised. Right now, I'm not surprised if West Brom win because something's changed for them. They're flying on all cylinders. It'll be 2-1 Leicester.
Wow. I think Leicester are bang out of form. I think West Brom are playing the best football they've played all year. I'm actually going to give it to West Brom. Not that it's going to make any difference. They are well and truly relegated, but you know what? They're walking away with 3 points this week. 2-1 West Brom. Jim, what do you reckon?
I said it was 2-2 at the start. 2-2.
Oh, right. Sorry. I pay so little attention to what you say. I must have just forgot.
That's why you're in 6th place.
Shut up. And that is the end of the pod for this week. If you do want to join our FPL Faff mini league at this late stage, you could do so with the code DKSORK. You will find me in 16th place probably.
I think it'll be absolutely hilarious if someone comes in and actually goes straight to the top. That's like
massive
absolute
anticlimax.
sniper move on the last game week to just take it.
Horrible. Right, well, until next time.
Faff.